Welcome to today's episode and guide, my friends, as we take on the Cookie Alliance Expert Fire of Fate. We got the teams to help you get by and conquer this one here today for Cookie Alliance Season 2-8. Thank you for tuning in. As always, if you enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. On top of that, if you have a question, if you got a comment, let me know, because I love to hear from you and would love to see you in our amazing Discord server and community, my friends. Down below, you can find today's timestamps where I will break down the 4 T's. That's the tactics, the team, the treasure, and the toppings at a multitude of levels in order to help you get by here. We'll go for the run, we'll pull it all back together as we always do. All right, let's get into it here. We got Cookie Alliance Season 2-8 Fire of Fate. Let's get into it. So a couple things around this. First and foremost, after the last update, we do see electricity now as well. You can potentially see darkness as well. So when we do see our artifacts here, though, we don't have darkness yet. So that is one thing to keep in mind. So with that, probably not going to quite see it, at least in this season. Potential for the future, so I want to call that out. Now, a couple things here. My current rank is right around 10,000, which is great. I'm excited to show you my team and help you get by expert. Couple things here. Suggested, we have poison, we have light, we have fire, we have electricity, and we have ice. We also have the effects that are attack speed down, poison, enemies attack speed up, defense down, and cooldown up. If we get by, we can get these artifact points right here. You can see all the points for the wave. Definitely very, very important to get through wave 20 because you get some nice rewards. Now, a couple things about this. Don't forget to turn on your Beacon of Valor. And then additionally, in terms of artifacts, as you can see where mine are, these are the 4 that I focused on, which was light, frost, fire, electricity, frost, fire, and light. Those are the ones that I used. I did have to put points into these to get by. Certainly you can as well. Probably getting to a 10 base is just fine. Now, a couple things around this as we now pivot into our teams. What you're going to find is I did not use poison. However, what we did do is we did align to light, fire, electricity, and frost. So we like keeping the things right in tandem as you have to work your way through. So here we have light, here we have fire, here we have electric and frost, kind of. We'll talk about that in a second. And then a 5th one here with essentially earth if we need it. So a couple things around this in terms of our teams, in terms of our treasures, and in terms of our gear or toppings and Beascuits. What you will find, minus my electric team, we'll come to that here in a little bit, everything is generally the same in terms of the treasures. In terms of our gear, a couple of the big things to understand. Here we'll always suggest to check out all of our guides here on the channel. We got the playlists available to you. You can do that, and other guides for each of these cookies. Gives you additional breakdown on all the stats and things to keep in mind when it comes to your toppings and Beascuits and how to kind of build them into teams. Typically, across everything, you're going to find most of my stuff only has 1 or 2. In general, when it comes to the Beascuits, in general, you're going to want to get this to 3 to 4, and then additionally leveling up to attack and HP. Now level 30 if you can. Certainly it's a big tall order to be able to do that, and big investment. Just calling those key pieces out that you can quickly change, accelerate to help your teams. And then typically you're going to find most of my stuff at most is maybe 1-star ascension. So in general, going to be way less. All right, so let's go back to this here quickly. This is our light team. Very, very focused on kind of that speed original team. You could swap this maybe for the robes if you wanted to. But again, in terms of treasures, we're primarily going to be on attack and cooldown. Primarily here with Old Pilgrim Scroll, Dream Conductor's Whistle, Squishy Jellywatch. Again, you can think about putting Librarian's Enchanted Robes in. You can go Sleepyhead's Jellywatch here. You can go crit. You can also go with a little bit more defense, those kinds of things, giving you some alternative ideas for your particular team here. Now, again, this is our light team, 3 defense, healing with Cream Puff. Creme Brulee is our main damage dealer. Here, in terms of our fire team, before we do that, let's go back to our gear. Here, you're going to see we're on defense. Here, we're on defense. You could switch this one to cooldown if you wanted to. and it's solid almond for damage resist, not defense. Here we're on damage resist as well. You could go on crit. Here we're on attack, and then here we're on crit. So just so you can see that. Team 2 is going to be fire. Fire, we have 2 defense kind of cookies-esque in the front. Then we have 2 damage dealers between Street Urchin and Tart Titan, and then Cream Unicorn here with the lovely Magic Candy, attack and cooldown. And then in terms of our gear, we're on Solid Almond, we're on attack, we're on attack, we're on attack, and cooldown there. All right. When it comes to Team 3, this is our electric team. So lots of investment recently made with the new Stormbringer cookie, with a lot of the stuff here on the channel that you can check out in terms of the strawberry, the Sublime Cake Tower, those kinds of things, Decadent Cake Tower. Here we do switch over to Grim Looking Sai for Electrifying Sai to really get all the boosts that we need to in terms of this team. Additionally, in our gear, we're actually on crit. Here we're on attack. You can go to crit if you want. Here we're on Solid Almond for survival. Here we're on attack. Again, all things that you can move over to crit if you want to. I'm going to leave it where it's at just because this was the way that I had ran and got through with my team, and then cool down there. In terms of 4, we have a mix between Fairy and Frost. So Frost between Frost Queen and Sherbet. 1 defense cookie with Elder Fairy taking advantage of White Lily, and then combined with Snapdragon there for lots of good boosts, all those kinds of things. In terms of our gear, we're on Solid Almond, we're on attack, we're on attack, we're on attack, and then again cooldown there, so lots of attack in that grouping. And then last but not least, 5 is kind of an additional placeholder here. You can actually get through with the first 4 teams. This is an additional one if you need other damage going. If you don't want to go poison, this can be a good option for you as an example in terms of getting by, because it's a great grouping in terms of Earth. And again, we didn't put any artifact points into this. Certainly you can if you want to as well. But here really kind of 2 defense up front. We got our 2 damage dealers here, and then Parfait healing. Here we're on Solid Almond. Here we're on Solid Almond. Here we're on attack. Here we're on attack. And last but not least, cooldown. So those are our 5 teams. And we have them ordered right there against the suggested. We're going to have Light take down the first 2, move into 3, 4, and 5 in terms of what we need to. And that is each of the groupings, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, as you can see. And then if something happens to fall, then we'll rotate the right cookies or a different team in. And we want to rotate in between to get everything prepped. And don't forget to heal before you go into the next one in case you need it. It gives you a great opportunity. All right, my friends, that is the 4 T's. That's the tactics, the team, the treasures, and the toppings in order to succeed here for Cookie Alliance Expert Season 2-8. Let's go for it and take our team into the fray. All right, here we are. So here you can see where we have poison right away and attack speed down. Even though we have our attack speed team, we hit Red Velvet Dragon right out of the gate. We get a lot of damage in, which is awesome and great. There we go. Into the next one. So now we're actually on the light one. So we do want to keep our light team here. One of the things to pay attention to, as always, is the timer there. You're going to want to be playing against that and thinking about building your team and upgrading your team pieces around that as well. Here's one of the challenges that we run into, is that constant poison. The good news here is Cream Puff gives very nice big heals. That's what we want to stay on here. It can take a lot out of you, but it's the right thing. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Here we heal, and now we switch. So there we got everything in. The only problem with my switch there was I was slightly late. Now we'll get that on right away. Get some in there. There we go. Let's get that in there again. There we are. It is going to be a close one. We should be okay, though. There we go. So here, remember, heal and switch to lightning, because you want to get all the cooldowns out before you get to that next wave. Makes a huge difference. All right, we are in chapter 4. light, excuse me, electricity type up. We got Beckoning Dreams and defense down. Doing okay here on our heals. We do need to try and keep Stormbringer alive. It is not required to take this one down if you get here, because we can pump out so much damage. However, it makes a huge difference. All right, switching over, because now we have Frost into our last wave, my friends. All right. Lots of good damage here with this team. Lots of good survivability as well. We do have cooldown up, so everything is slowed down just ever so slightly, as you can see. It can be a little bit of a challenge, particularly when we went on attack. So you can always switch to cooldown. And now we have the legendary greenish red dragon as our final boss here, trying to get by. Now, one of the things that we can do, so now we've been wiped, let's go back to our light team, because that team survived. And additionally about this team, it's fast, it hits hard. We got Creme Brulee in there dealing all kinds of damage. Uh-oh, it's real close. We're going to switch now to our last team. There we go. So you can use that team to close out and finish. And that is how you do it, my friends. We're going to take our magic relic there. Enchanted Wizard's Hat. And that, my friends, is everything that you need to know in terms of overcoming Cookie Alliance Expert Mode here for Season 2.8. We got 5 great teams to help you get through this particular mode, and like me, get in the top 10,000 players, and I am a free-to-play player. In order to get here, we got it for you as well. So with that, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you still got a question, if you got a comment, let me know, because I love to hear from you as always. And on top of that, feel free to join us in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. Lastly, thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community here. On top of that, thank you to all of our members. We do have memberships available to you. We also have affiliate links and a swag and merch store that you can check out. All very nice ways to support the channel. Every little bit helps, so thank you so much for that. Lastly, don't forget our socials. At me, chat me, stay connected, my friends, because I love showcasing your stuff here on the channel. And with that, get out there, enjoy the Cookie Alliance. We got a great grouping of teams here for you with our 4 Ts, the tactics, the treasure, the team, and the toppings, Beascuits, in order to succeed and take this thing down for Season 2.8 Expert Mode here. With that, get out there, keep on riding, my friends. We'll see you again soon.